Hey there, internets. This is Kyle again, coming to you with another episode on my journey here on the my business launch secrets not pod. Jeez, it's late. My business launch secrets YouTube channel. That's where we're at today. To give an update on the progress. I think this is day 21 now. Actually, I did have a slight misstep in yesterday's recording, but I did get something put up earlier. So for those of you that are keeping track at home, we are still on track. Again, day 21 here today. Going forward, it is an end of another work week, so I'm grateful for that. In terms of having a little more breathing room to get some work done this weekend. Although I won't have tons of time for the business yet again because I've got some work to do down in my basement, working on a new office area, which I mean is kind of part of the whole business plan, to have a area that I can work in and be a little better equipped to do these YouTube type of recordings for the PhD Secrets YouTube channel, which I haven't even started as of yet. So my plan is to kind of build up this little office in my basement to be able to do that type of recording whenever I need to. So that'll be good to have. But in any case, again, please hit subscribe or like this video as well on the channel to follow along with what's going on and to help the YouTube algorithm to push this to people that are interested in learning about, or at least, I think learning, but also just watching a guy, an average dude with an average job and family and everything else that we all deal with in life, trying to build a business from scratch, going from zero to $1 million in a year. Crazy. On a part-time basis, again. I spend maybe an hour or two a day during the week, maybe 2 or 3 hours a day on the weekends, trying to make this whole thing progress. And, to kind of highlight what type of work I'm trying to do is, again, really ties back to stuff that Russell Brunson and the whole ClickFunnels community kind of talk about, specifically from his Expert Secrets book, which, by the way, link below to get a free copy of that. But Expert Secrets, so meaning, we're all experts in some regards in something, whether it's just, something you've been through personally or professionally, and, you've learned lessons by just living your life, more or less, and therefore you have something to probably share with the world more broadly, and then there are probably people willing to pay to learn those lessons, so they can kind of get a little bit of a shortcut to whatever it is that you've accomplished. So that's what I'm hoping to do, is to share some of the insights I have about being a PhD level engineer and having pretty good success, I consider, in my career overall, and hopefully be able to be of some assistance to other folks with similar backgrounds that are maybe having a little bit more of a struggle in their career and need some help in figuring out the right path. So as I've talked in past videos, I've set kind of a value ladder up in terms of various stages of my membership that I am planning to promote, starting with a printed newsletter to be delivered every month to people. I'm thinking $47 a month for that newsletter, and then kind of steps up from there to another level that would be provide monthly kind of group coaching calls And then step up from there would be more one-on-one direct, access to me and more dedicated support overall. So today, again, it's Friday, and I did put in a little bit of work this evening. It is super late, almost 1 o'clock in the AM, so apologies if I seem extra tired today, but that's the life, So, so what did I do this evening? So I worked on at least building up the structure that I now envision, as I've alluded to in ClickFunnels 2.0, which is the platform I'm using to build up my website and funnels. There are some limitations in some of the custom domain types of things that you can integrate. So it kind of changed the way I was originally envisioning how I was going to just set things up in terms of the overall structure and framework of the various pages and how they work together. But so what I decided to do was I'm just creating all my site and all my funnels under the phdsecrets.com domain, and then with all the other custom domains that I have purchased already, I'm just redirecting those domains to the proper funnel that I have now created in my ClickFunnels account. So therefore, if I'm doing advertisements or in my newsletter and I say go to PhDDiamondUpgrade.com, you go to that website, it'll redirect it to PhDSecrets.com / Diamond Upgrade or something like that. And that's just how I'm going to do that, because again, I won't get into the details here of the issues with custom domains and ClickFunnels. There's a whole other video you can watch on that I put together a couple days ago. Talks about that. So kind of show you in my ClickFunnels 2.0 account what that is looking like at the moment. I haven't really done, again, anything to build out the pages yet or the funnels, but I just wanted to at least get them established. Again, important thing here is taking small steps to reach the goal. So I now have 4 funnels within my account. My PhD resume template, which is kind of my lead magnet, free offer, just to start building a list of people that are interested in this type of thing. Then I have my gold membership funnel set up with the site. I have a diamond membership, and then PhD collective. That's kind of the uppermost tier. That'd be more one-on-one type of coaching, high ticket type of item or service is built up there. So that those are all those funnels are set up. Haven't really done much of anything. Again, I just kind of threw up a quick page, as I'll show you here, just to have something there. Again, this will be more of probably a video sales letter type page, so probably much longer. Need to add a bunch of content and things like that, but this will at least give me a good starting point, so I at least have that structure in place to go with overall. And then on the domain side, so I did all the redirects here in my Cloudflare account. Also adjusted some of the DNS settings back to kind of some of the basic ones that are needed to establish your site overall. And then page rules. This is where you set up your redirect within Cloudflare at least. So this one's for the thephdresume.com forwards to phdsecrets.com / PhD resume template, which is the funnel for that lead magnet. So again, I could start to advertise just saying, hey, go to the phdresume.com if you want a free download of a cool PhD template or PhD resume, sorry. So I got that sorted out. The other thing I was starting to play around with a little bit was, since I did purchase that sweet ClickFunnels offer with the 2.0, it's like $2,000, but you get a full year access to ClickFunnels 2.0 as well as 1.0. But included in that is getting access to funnel scripts, which is kind of goes along with ClickFunnels, but this is a tool that is used to write the copy or the words basically that would go on any web page that you're building or an advertisement or anything that you're needing to write stuff. This is basically helping you to simplify that and take some of the guesswork out of what exactly I should be writing. So like some things I think are should be particularly useful are like email scripts, right? So I need to come up with a email sequence. I think one of these is like onboarding email sequence, right? So here's the onboarding email sequence. So you go through and like answer a bunch of questions about what you do and how people can connect with you and various other things, and then it spits out, I think, 11 different emails that you can now put into your auto email campaign, which you can do in ClickFunnels. Still have to figure that out, but this gives you the text of what you would want to include in those emails to start to kind of indoctrinate people into your ways, more or less. So I definitely think that will be helpful. Of course, a lot of tools about building your sales letter. Okay, so sales letter scripts here. Again, just answer questions about your product and what you really want to sort of convey to people. And again, for people that have been doing this for some time, I mean, maybe this is all kind of obvious but again, for me that I just have no clue because I've never done it before. This is good because it at least prompts me to all I have to do is answer these questions, and once I answer the questions, then you just say build and it spits out. I'll just run this one real quick. So it spits out a sales letter of, kind of all based around, their, multiple years or decades worth of experience of how you're supposed to write these types of things with the right kind of words and verbiage and language that you should be using to convey what it is you want to put into a sales letter. So they populate this with the proper format of what you should be, how you should be writing your sales letter in this case. So I definitely think that will save me a lot of headache in terms of just the words I have to put on the page. And even this comes up with ways of, or it even gives you scripts for recording videos, which again is something I still have to do on several of the funnels, is record a video describing the offer or talking about the newsletter or whatever it is. So I can use some of these scripts where they'll actually spit out hey, just say this in your video. And again, this is based on a lot of their research into various scripts and the way people talk about things. So, not to say it's perfect, but if you're somebody like me who doesn't know anything about any of this and you're starting from scratch, this definitely gives you a leg up in terms of getting something so that you're not just kind of making it up on the fly overall. So I think, again, that'll be helpful. So I did start to play around with some of those options and whatnot. Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. Okay. So I think that's about where I'm at today. You want to hang it up from there. few minutes shorter than I've typically been doing, but that's all right. So, hey, I hope you're all doing well. Well, sorry, one other quick thing I'll say is that I've heard Russell and other people say many times about when you're first starting out, you don't really know what you don't know. So you don't know what even you should be offering. You don't know how you should be communicating to people. And if you allow yourself to simply kind of be continually hamstrung by this fear of, well, I don't know what I should be talking about, or I don't know how I should be talking about it, you just end up in this pit of like, well, I'll just never do anything because I don't know. So the best way to get around that is like, you just have to start doing something. Like you just have to start putting content out, which again is at least what I'm starting to do. Again, this is not like my main venue of where I'm planning to generate business and generate money. So this particular channel, this is more for, again, accountability to keep me moving a little bit more each day to accomplish the goals I have for my business. But nevertheless, I have found that, doing this now for 21 days, I guess, I've already, I think, started to get some benefit, just me personally, in terms of understanding how do I want to talk about things. Because frankly, when I started all this, that was my biggest sort of fear or unknown, is like, and not for this particular channel, but even for my PhD secret stuff, like I don't think, personally, I'm not one that really talks a lot. Just ask my wife, but so the idea of me selling like information products, which is me teaching something, a course or whatever, is a little daunting. Even though I have taught courses at universities, which is a whole other story, but like I have on multiple occasions, stood up in front of crowds and had to present material. And so that's not new to me, but in the context of, this being my own business and me trying to sell services that I'm providing, that is obviously very new. And again, I've struggled to piece together, like, what exactly am I supposed to tell people? Because again, it seems to me like a lot of things I would like to tell people, I just think are kind of obvious. But again, I'm continuing to remind myself that the things that are obvious to me are probably not obvious to a lot of other people. And ultimately, it doesn't really matter what I think anyway. It's just, I need to put stuff out there, and if I get people to respond to it, then I know I'm on the right track. Or if I don't, well, that's fine too. I will at least know at that point that I need to shift focus to something different, maybe. So again, on the PhDsecrets.com stuff, I haven't really put out anything into the world, you could say, because I still want to build up the sort of infrastructure more or less. But even on this channel of having done this now 21 times, I'm finding that I have a little bit more clarity in terms of some things I want to say, not just here, but potentially other things to say on the main venue at the PhDsecrets.com. And I'm still learning every day. So, as Russell says, the best way to get up to speed on this is just to immerse yourself in as much of the content from whoever you respect or whatnot as you can. So I listen to Russell Brunson's podcast pretty much every day, assuming I'm commuting or going into work, so I have some commute time that I listen to podcasts. And on occasion, watch a YouTube video or something from Alex or Mosey or somebody else, which is all helpful. So in any case, I'm going to go to bed now, so hope you're all doing well wherever you're at. Keep kicking ass and taking names, and I'll see you next time. Peace.